This take is on the road. We are camping day one. We got a little motel in the background. We're at John Fisher College in Pittsburgh, New York, the site of Bill's training camp since 2000. We couldn't have asked for a more beautiful day, gentlemen. The wind's a little much, but we can handle it. And we are fired up for football to be here and to be here at Bill's training camp. Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, I'm Molly Karam. And I'm happy to have you guys here.
We're happy to have you here too, Molly.
Thank you.
I decided since it's training camp to go a little casual today.
I like it.
I'm having a bad hair day because of the wind.
Stop it.
Hey, at least I'm capable of having a bad hair day.
I'm actually liking the shades on you.
But did you see the kicks? I'm liking the whole look on him. He's Hollywood right now. I told Skip he's got to take me to the gym. You got to get me right with you, Skip. Seriously.
That's a deal.
All right. Coming up today, Rex Ryan and Jim Kelly will join us. But first, Floyd Mayweather. It is official. His next fight is September 12th and will be against Andre Berto on pay-per-view. And here's what he had to say. I'm ready to get back in the ring on September 12th and prove again to the whole world why I'm the best ever. I always bring my A game, and this fight against Andre Berto is no exception. He's a young, strong fighter who is hungry to take down the best. 48 I've tried before, and on September 12th, I'm going to make it 49. This is the last fight on a six-fight deal he signed with Showtime CBS in 2013, and according to our Darren Ravel, Mayweather is estimated to make a little less than $200 million. Skip, what is going on here, my man?
Stephen A. Smith, what is going on here is flat out laughable. What is going on is that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is insulting the intelligence of not only his fans, but the boxing public in general. Have another cupcake, Floyd. Seriously? Andre Berto, who recently lost to Soto Caras? Am I right about that? He lost to Soto Caras, who had lost 10 fights before that fight? Are you kidding me? And after all the speculation, this might be on free TV, so I said, well, maybe the last time we talked about it. I'll give you that, Floyd. It's not on free TV. Floyd Mayweather expects people to shell out $75 for this joke. So now, Stephen A., Floyd has gone from boxing artist to flim-flam artist to rip-off artist? Is that what I'm supposed to expect? Because this is the opponent you choose to tie Rocky Marciano's record of 49-0. It's not Danny Garcia. It's not Tim Bradley. It's not Keith Thurman. I'd buy that fight. It's not even Amir Khan, who you did not want him to fight. But I think now you do want him to fight Amir Khan instead of Andre Berto. I'll tell you what, bottom line, I would pay Floyd $75 not to fight Andre Berto. I will. I'll do it right now. Floyd, I'm good for my $75 after the show. Thank you.
It definitely appears to be laughable considering the competition, and I don't want to disrespect Andre Berto, who I know personally, but he has been hit entirely too much. He's going to be target practice for Money Mayweather. It should be a very easy fight, even though Andre Berto has the speed and the power where if he catches you, he could hurt you. But I just can't see that happening. It should be a relatively easy fight, and the boxing world is appropriately appalled by this. Here's the only thing that I would say. I'm gonna go right back to what I said initially, Skip, when we discussed this matter weeks ago. I specifically said if he retires off of this fight, he should be ashamed of himself. There's no way on earth that this should be the case. But if this is not his last fight, which I don't believe it is, and ultimately there's a rematch in store against Pacquiao and Mackay, all right? Or there's a Keith Thurman bout down there on the horizon, or a Danny Garcia fight down there on the horizon, then that would be different. Because to me, I have no problem with tune-up fights from time to time because everybody has done it. Manny Pacquiao has done it. Many people have done it throughout the years. So, again, I'm not doing it. And if folks are silly enough to pay $75 for this fight, the joke's on them because Floyd's getting paid. And when I look at these guys in the sport of boxing, getting their heads beaten, being in these wars, appeasing the public, but not ending up getting paid themselves, I'm going to show a level of admiration for Floyd's business savvy in terms of him making sure he gets paid. But as a fighter, we want to see a better fight. There's no question. But again, if this is just a tune-up, I'm not appalled by it. I'm appalled that it's on pay-per-view, but I'm not appalled by it. I'm not appalled by Berto. If it's his last fight, I don't think Floyd will ever live it down, to be quite honest with you, because he's coming off of the Pacquiao fiasco. So to me, even though it's Pacquiao's fault that was a fiasco more than Floyd, in the end, as long as this is a tune-up fight, I'm not going to hold it against Floyd. If this is indeed his last fight, then you know what? America has an opportunity to protest by making sure they don't buy the fight. And they show no interest in the fight. And they say for your last record-breaking fight or whatever the case may be, we want to see a fight that we want to see. But I'm not going to knock him, Al Heyman, Leonard Ellaby, or anybody else for being business savvy enough to put him into the ring with an opponent that I believe is tailor-made for him as a tune-up. I'm not going to knock that.
Okay, but even if this is a tune-up for a much bigger fight, a Pacquiao rematch.
Or Thurman or Garcia.
Seriously,
right?
Deep down in your heart of hearts, didn't you lose just a little bit of respect for your man Floyd taking this fight?
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
I believe you did.
No. You are absolutely right. If it's his last fight, you won't have to ask me that question. I'll come here on national television and say, if this is Floyd's last fight, I have lost tremendous respect because what the hell are you doing? But, listen. Floyd has fought all comers now. He's fought, everybody that you put in front of him, they were supposed to be bigger. They were supposed to be stronger. They were supposed to be smaller or faster. It didn't matter what you put in front of him. He mowed them down. So my attitude is this. When I look at it from that perspective, to end your career fighting Andre Berto, who is highly questionable, okay, to say the least, and we're just being kind here. Of course you don't want that. And of course I would lose respect if that's how he ended his career. But if it is nothing more than a tune-up, for 50, fight number 50, then I'm not going to have a problem with it because tune-ups have happened throughout boxing history. It's just that sometimes we've run across surprises. That's really what it comes down to. I remember when Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali. That was supposed to be like a tune-up. Nobody anticipated that. I remember Larry Holmes fighting Marvis Frazier, who had had 10 fights in his career. Okay, yeah. I've seen many occasions where guys have fought tune-ups in the sport of boxing. It might not have panned out that way, but walking into the fight, the expectation was that it was a tune-up. If that's what Floyd is doing here, I have no problem with it. Okay, I really don't.
But even on the Spinks fight that you talked about, I was at that fight. Yeah. There was still some build-up, maybe.
Well, listen.
Okay, there's no maybe to this one. You can't make any case for Berto here.
I didn't recall any maybe with Leon Spinks at that time. The second fight, yes. But the first fight, not necessarily so.
Okay, and Marvis Frazier, he had on his lineage, he had a reputation just off.
I remember when Michael Spinks moved up to fight Larry Holmes as a light heavyweight to the heavyweight, and all of that stuff happened. Look, stuff happens, and we understand that. All I'm saying is, in boxing, there are tune-ups, and recognize Andre Berto to be the tune-up. What appalls us is that it's on pay-per-view, but that's the age that we're living in here. That's what boxing has become in America. Okay, that's why we should all be looking for, premier boxing championships with Al Heyman and what they've been doing in terms of making their deal with Fox, NBC, ESPN, etc. We all should be looking forward to that. We all should be looking forward to boxing on free TV, because pay-per-view taints it because it builds up your expectations because you're literally paying for a particular fight. But that's all this is. In terms of the sport of boxing, this is nothing new. It happens. It's just that this better not be Floyd's swan song. It better not be his last
fight. From what you know now, from the Floyd camp, scale of 1 to 100, what percentage will he fight Manny Pacquiao in a rematch in fight number 50?
I would tell you right now that's at about 40% because he's disgusted with Manny and he feels that Manny should be thankful that he gave Manny that fight because it got Manny a huge payday, helped him to pay off stuff from the IRS, helped him to pay back Top Rank and Bob Arum. Plus it put about $25 to $30 million in his pocket. So to depart from that fight, sitting there talking all of this nonsense about how you were hurt and stuff like that.
He needed surgery the next day for shoulder.
Listen, you didn't call off the fight coming into the fight because you knew that you needed the money. Well, then lose with dignity since you sat up there and took the fight, okay, knowing that you weren't 100%. And as Floyd says, and as everybody in boxing says, nobody walks into the ring 100% because you're training leading up to the fight and stuff happens. Floyd had both his hands hurt, had both his shoulders hurt, and he still walked up in there and handled his business.
Did he need surgery?
No. But he still walked up in there and handled his business. Manny Pacquiao did not. All I'm saying to you is this. Whether it's Manny Pacquiao, I don't know. That's a 40% chance that I would say. but I think it's better than an 85% chance that this is not Floyd's last fight. So it's a tune-up, and that's the way I look at it, and that's why I'm not overreacting to it.
It better be a healthy Manny Pacquiao for the next fight.
Well, listen, that's not Floyd's problem.
Yeah.
If Floyd agrees to give Manny Pacquiao, first of all, you got waxed, you got schooled, okay? You got outboxed, all right? That's number one. Number two,
with one arm?
Whatever. Don't give me that one arm stuff. He showed up in the
He won the fight with one arm and he got waxed?
I showed up in Vegas.
Are you kidding me?
I showed up in Vegas. When I looked at the 4th round and I looked at the 6th round, I saw Manny Pacquiao swinging with 2 arms, not one. It ain't Floyd's fault that he wasn't 100%. It's not Floyd's fault that he wasn't ready. That's not Floyd's problem. So my point to you is this. Don't fight Manny Pacquiao. Fight somebody else. You know what? If Miguel Cotto beats Canelo Alvarez on Miguel Cotto rematch, because some people thought Miguel Cotto beat up Floyd the first time they met. A Miguel Cotto rematch against Floyd would be very exciting, okay? A Keith Thurman fight would be very exciting, all right? Potentially.
Wait, are you telling me Floyd is afraid to take on Pacquiao again when he's healthy?
Not at all. Why would Floyd need to be afraid of Manny Pacquiao?
Because I think he was afraid of him the first time.
Listen. The same guy that you saw with the hurt shoulder that required surgery. Remember, I'm of the mindset that all of those missed blows that he was throwing, those missed swings is what hurt his shoulder. Okay, so that's my thing. Not only that, Skip Bayless.
That's a good rationale. I like that.
Hold on, let's keep this in mind.
Yeah.
Let's keep this in mind. The same Manny Pacquiao, all right, was swinging with both arms when he was missing and when he was connected. The same Manny Pacquiao had a big fat smile on his face, taking selfies before he went into the ring. But then when he lost, he's talking about, well, you know, it was a little bit hurt. It wasn't healthy. Nobody want to hear that. You were sitting there, didn't stop you from smiling, didn't stop you from taking selfies, didn't stop you from throwing blows in a 4th and a 6th round. But suddenly when you miss about 400 times, now you know what? My shoulder would be hurt too if I missed 400 times.
Really?
Yes.
And by the way, don't you have a hurt shoulder? I'm sorry to bring this up.
I gotta rotate a cuff.
Thank you.
I gotta rotate.
Yeah, and you got an MRI, right?
Bam. See, you know, it doesn't stop me.
Yeah.
You know what the rotator cuff injury is?
Yeah.
It's a little inflammation.
Oh.
You know, get a cortisone shot with a little ice on it.
Yeah.
You know, let Freddie Roach take another selfie.
Yeah.
Do all of that. I don't want to hear those excuses. He got schooled.
You got your shoes from Freddie, right?
Yes, I did.
I saw the bet.
And Freddie gave me a nice call. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate Freddie Roach reaching out to me. I'm going to go by his gym one of these days.
Okay, cool.
Maybe he'll have Manny Pacquiao there and I'll watch him trade. I know he'll hit the punching bag. He won't miss that.
Stephen A., forget this matchup.